Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Happy Friday, happy wet Friday, wet, windy, cold, blustery and just generally horrible out there UK weather Friday. Today we're going to be doing the next 5 stages of the Deagostini Collectables release of Build the Ford GT. We haven't seen this one for a while, and you notice I haven't actually got the whole car up here. What I have got is the transmission and rear wheels that we created in the last pack here, because we're going to need that. And I've also got this section here, which I believe is the injectors. Am I right? I could be wrong. I don't know some of these parts, but I think these are the injectors here. We're going to be adding on to that today. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link down here in the video description. Again, I don't even know if this is still available, but the link is there and there is a QR code on the screen. But without further ado, let's get cracking. So here's the magazine for stage 78. Let's have a quick flick through. See what we've got in the magazine, and today we are going to be doing the upper right engine block, which looks just like this. Putting these items in, screwing these into place, so by the end it's looking just like that. That looks like some sort of filler cap there. So here we go, stage 78 in this bag. Not a lot to do in this stage, and the first thing I want to do is take this top cover here, and I am going to be putting this filler cap into place. So it is shaped, it can only go in one way, so it goes in just like that. We do want to hold that into place though with one of these FP01 screws. And there you go, that's in. We're then going to be taking the engine block here and we're just going to be putting this into place. Now there is a large lug which is going to help dictate which way round this goes. So it's going to go on there like that. And again, we're holding this in with the FP01 screws. Now we need 2 of these. And these are just going to go into each hole at the ends here, so one this side and one the other side. And with that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 79, here's the instructions. Just have a flick through. And we're going to be doing the front cover of the engine block and the pulleys, which look just like this. Assembling these together. So at the end, this is going to go onto this side of the engine block just like this. So it's going to look like that there. Let's get this open, see what we got to do. So the first thing I want to do is take these pulleys here and this section here, and I'm just going to be joining this to this one here. There is some locating lugs, so just line it up and push that in there. It's actually going to be held in with an FP01 screw. Still got one of these left over here, so I've got one of them here. Let's put that one in. Going to be taking this manifold here. It's going to be going over the top of this section just here, like that. So it's actually going either side of this section just here, because then I'm going to be taking, let's get this in where it needs to go, this section here, and having it this way round, it's going to be going on top of that section and clipping both of these parts together, as you can see. Now, once again, I want to hold that in with an FP01 screw. So I've got that here. I'm going to be driving that through this hole just here. Nice and tight. And then that's going to hold that into place, no problems at all. Now, bringing over this side of the engine block, which we completed in stage 77, going to be attaching this to this side here. So we do have these 2 locating lugs, 1 and 2. Just push that into place like that. Now I want to hold that in, so this time I've got the FP01 screw again, and it's just going to go through this section just here. That'll keep that attached to the engine there. All I need then to do is take the oil sump, which looks like that, and I've got some FP07 screws. These are kind of flange screws here, and I'm just going to be screwing these into the hole here. They don't have to go in all the way, I don't think, but I will put them in all the way and adjust them when we get to the next stage. So that's this one in here, and that is all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 80, here's the magazine. again, have a flick through this. And we're going to be doing the right side of the engine block, which we've got here, and a pipe. We're going to be attaching this to what we just created. We're going to be attaching the pipe to this section here. So that looks quite fiddly, that bit. So when we get to that, we'll have a look. Then we're going to be piecing this section, we're doing everything in this one, onto the engine block here. Putting this actually onto that gear transmission case there. So by the end of it, God, it's quite a bit to do in this one. When I saw this pack, and I saw that we just had these 2 parts, I have to say, I thought, oh, not a lot to do again. Boy, am I wrong. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is take this metal engine block here. The section we just created in the last stage is just going to be going onto here, nice and flush like that. I'm going to hold it in place with some FP02 screws just from the other side here. These are these black screws. And it's taking 2 of these. So that's 1, and just 1 in that side there. I can put that to one side and bring over this pipe. Now, let me just get a pointing device here. Okay, behind this upright on the transmission, you will see I've got a hole just behind it, just there, next to the spring. We're going to be putting the pin end of this into that hole. I am going to put some glue on this, because you know me, this is going to fall out and I'm never going to figure out where it goes. Now the other end is going to go on a nipple on the brake caliper. So when I put this in, let's get my tweezers out here. I need to make sure that it's going off in the direction of this wheel. You know what, that is so hard to get in. So what I'm going to do is just take this upright out. Then I'll get this in. It's going to be a lot easier to get this in now. And then I'll put that upright back in again. As you can see, that's in there. Plug the other side into the caliper. And when that's done, it should look just like that. I'm just going to put this upright back in. Put that to one side. So taking what we created in the last stage now, I'm going to be piecing this onto what they're calling the completed carburetor group, they're calling this. So it's going to go around this way, and quite simply this is just going to be sitting on top here. Like that. Hopefully you can see how that's got in. Now I'm holding that in with 2 FP08 screws. Got them here. So 1 in this side. And 1 just in the other side there. So as you can see, that's in like that. Bring over the whole transmission that we worked on last time. I need it round the right way. So it's going to be this way round. And I'm going to be attaching what we've created onto this section just here. So on the top camera, hopefully you can see this. This is going to slip on like that. I'm going to be putting the sump on. We want it round this way. And that's going to be going on here like that. We might have to loosen those screws. Nope, that's fit on perfectly. So if I hold it that way again on the top and side cameras, you should be able to see that. And then I'm going to piece the other side of the engine block together here. Like that. Then I need these FD08 silver screws to hold these together. And they're going into the holes here. Let me get 1 screw in. Just so I can ensure that's definitely held in. Perfect. And then I'll put 1 down the bottom here. That just grew in front of our eyes then. There we go. I can't get that any tighter. And that is the engine attached to the transmission. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So the penultimate stage of this pack, stage 81. Here's the magazine. And as you can see, we've got some piping here and some fin pipe here. We're just going to be putting this into place. Probably going to use glue on everything. Just matching this up. So by the end, it's looking just like that. This is 81A. This one is 81B. This one is 81C. This one is 81D. Okay. Now on the close-up camera, you'll notice that I've got a pin just there. Again, I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue on that because that really thin pipe that I've got is going to be going onto that nipple there. So, don't think I need tweezers. I should be able to just thread this on. Like that. So you can see that's in place now. So the first pipe we're going to be putting in, we can actually just leave that pipe now, is going to go into the hole just at the far side on this side of the engine here. So it might be best to actually stand it up like that. I'm sure one of the cameras should be able to pick this up. And it's just a case of pushing that in there. So I'm looking at how that is. Yeah, do I want to glue it? I think I am going to glue it, you know, because I really don't want this falling out. So this is the first pipe going in here, like that. I think I'll put them all in this way. I think you should be able to see that on either the top camera or the side camera there. The second pipe here is 81B. Again, I'm putting some glue on this. That goes above this one into this point just here. Next one along is 81C. Not worried about that thin pipe at the moment. I'll deal with that later. And then finally 81D. Let me just get this pipe right out of the way. Now you know you've got these incorrect because they should make a little sort of like the front of a dice which is showing the number 4 on that end there. But that's all there is to do in that stage. So in the last stage of the pack here, stage 82, again here's the magazine. And as you see, we've got 4 more pipes to go in, which I'm guessing are going in the other side. So it's looking just like this. Here's that pack here. And again, I will identify each one. So we've got this one, which is 82A. I've got this one, which is 82B. This one, which is 82C. And this one, which is 82D. So if I put them in the corner over here, we're going to need A first. I'll bring this over. And it's this end that I'm putting the glue in. That's the first pipe in. Here's number 2, which goes over the top of that pipe. If you're confused about what end actually goes into the engine block, it's the one that's got the number on it there. So here's number 3. And finally number 4. So as you can see, they're all in place. If you look on the top camera, they've all got that figure 4 on each side there. That's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So as you can see, that's now looking like that. Pretty impressive, isn't it? I do say, I've repeated myself loads of times with this, if you are starting out building 1.8 vehicles, you can do worse than starting with this one, because this is quite easy to put together, but it's still impactful for once all the parts are together. But I am enjoying this build. I don't think there's many left now. I'm sure we're coming to the stage where we're going to start piecing everything together. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.